All right, part two. We turned 17 minutes or 18 minutes into 1 hour and 6 minutes. So let's see how long we will take in total for Pokimane's therapy session, basically, you know? But it's just a chat. Like, he can't say that it's like not a chat because wait, why am I looking so cold now? Is it because of the lighting? The natural lighting changed? But it's still good, right? It's still good, I think, here. All right. My bad. Part two. Let's go.
Like, tell me about that.
About what?
Why is it still happening?
I'm mostly frustrated with myself, obviously.
Abs frustration, right? For
Oh, wait.
yourself. And Iman says, I don't want to cry.
Okay, wait.
Help me not cry. When you notice, when you set a problem for yourself and Iman says, I don't want to cry, and then you start crying, how do you feel about yourself? Like, what's that? Like, we saw frustration, right? You're like, you were supposed to fucking help me with this. Why is it still happening?
I'm mostly frustrated with myself, obviously.
Absolutely. Why are you
Just
like?
kind of making it
Tell me about that. How do you feel about yourself?
I feel like I'm doing something that I shouldn't. And that's not something that works with the kind of person that I am. Like, I really don't like to do things that I actively feel are things I shouldn't do. Ever.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes, obviously, but like when I know something is like very clearly like right or wrong, and I feel like in this situation, like it just does not compute to be crying, and so to see myself react that way is very frustrating.
Okay, I'm sorry, but maybe it's like my English is not that good, but I didn't quite understand that. My bad. My bad.
Works with the kind of person that I am. Something that like I'm doing something that I shouldn't.
What? What? Again.
How do you feel about yourself?
I'm sorry. I will try my best.
I feel like I'm doing something that I shouldn't. And that's not something that
Like what? Like you are doing something that you shouldn't. You feel like you shouldn't do. Like what? Streaming or what is it?
works with the kind of person that I am. Like I really don't like to do things that I actively feel are things I shouldn't do. Ever.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes, obviously, but like when I know something is like very clearly like right or wrong, and I feel like in this situation, like it just does not compute to be crying, and so to see myself react that way is very frustrating.
Okay. So what I'm noticing is like I'm just going to
I'm sorry, but I still don't understand it. My bad. My bad, guys.
tell you what I heard. Okay. So look at it with me. Okay. So you have a should. Iman shouldn't be crying right now. I don't know if can you hear crying in the background? Can you guys hear that?
Huh?
Never mind. Okay. My kid is crying in the background.
Oh no, I can
having a
hear.
little
At least not
she's
me.
having a little meltdown. So there's a should, and you are not that should. And that frustrates you.
That's what you mean.
So
Okay.
I think if you want to get to the bottom of this, we have to start with like, do you remember a time when you were younger where
So
you felt
basically, she's saying like, I shouldn't cry right now, but I am crying right now. You know what I mean? I said, you know what I mean? After 4 minutes only, bro. Oh my God, it really should stop. All right. It's like only you are telling yourself like what you should do on and what you shouldn't. Well, actually, a lot of people try to tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do, but you ultimately decide for yourself what you should do and what you shouldn't do. But if you already know like what is right or wrong, then you know already what you should do all the time. If you know it, like what is right or wrong. So it depends, but it depends on what it's like what you should do and what you shouldn't do. For example, saying it's not right to cry on stream. It's not right to cry right away. I shouldn't cry right away. It's like this is not something you decide, sadly. If you are in that kind of state that you are in right now, sadly, you can't really decide on if you want to cry or not because it then just comes out like you don't want to cry, but it just comes out, and but you don't know why you cry. You cry for 2 weeks already, for a long time. That's a long time, and man, I feel like I had already this conversation a little bit with my sister, but all right. Um, yeah, so it's not like what you should and what you shouldn't, especially when it's about crying. You should understand crying. You should understand like why you cry, like why you cry. Well, why you cry, it's like most of the times it's really you thinking about a specific thing that makes you cry. For example, saying she is maybe hard on herself, she is frustrated with herself, so it's a, a self problem. It's an ego problem, basically, because everything, like a lot of times they don't know, like they like, that's me, I am me, I am Iman, I am Dr. K, whatever. But it's just a personality, it's just your ego. That's it. And, you know, the one who is crying most of the times is the ego, because the ego is frustrated with itself. The ego is getting hurt. The image of you is getting hurt. But what if you don't have an image of yourself? Then there is no image, personality to hurt. So what you really have to understand, Iman or Pokimane, whatever, is that that is not the real you. So that's a little bit difficult to understand also. Like the personality that you are, Pokimane or Iman even, is God created through your environment and stuff like that, and that's how you basically pick it up. Your slang, let's say it like poggers or whatever, uh, that you pick up from your environment, and you take things that you like and stuff like that. For example, perfectionist, being a perfectionist, solving problems. Maybe you picked it up from studying and stuff like that. Engineering, you see, like, but that's not the real you. But if you think and identify yourself with that personality or character, guess what? You are also getting hurt, like you. But it's just basically the ego, because you identify yourself with the ego, so you are getting hurt because you are basically the ego.
Felt like you should be something and you weren't that thing.
Um, I think. Okay, to give some context, basically, like,
Wait a minute. Anon with the $12.42, 42 cents. My little brother who gave me this car key, his name is Anon, bro. I know Anons are like anonymous people, but my half brother, on God, His name is Anon, bro. That is crazy.
Um,
That is crazy.
my parents immigrated from Morocco to Canada.
Shout out to my Moroccan people. Peace. All right. I actually don't know any Moroccan people, to be honest. But hey, shout out to them. Why not?
When I was like about 4. And I think my whole life, I've kind of just like grown up with this feeling that I am like very indebted to them for that because they did it to give me and my brother a better life. And so
Oh no, not this again. Jason had that too. Like this, I am in debt to my parents. Like I have to give them something back. But it was their choice to have kids. It was their choice to move to um Canada. But it's not just for the children, but also for their own sake because they know like in Canada it's better to live than in Morocco. Like even parents can be selfish. And as the children or parents, you are not in debt to anything, really. You should never, because that's the thing with family problems. Most of the times, you feel like you are in debt to them. Even me, even me. I feel like that I want them to have a better life. That they don't, well, my mom is not working anymore, but my dad is still working. So that's why I'm also here with my dad right now until he doesn't have to work. And when this happens, then I'm like, all right, like I feel a relief, but that is just an egotist, egoistic thing, really, because the ego, the self, I want them to not work anymore. So I need to reach financial freedom, for example. So I need to stream, I need to make content and stuff like that. Because of course, when I stream, like I basically try to hit two flies with one stone, however you call it in English, because I can reach a lot of people. I can help or guide people so that they don't cry that often anymore. That their mental health is way 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 better. That they are not suicidal anymore. Like this is my most important thing because I was in that position. I don't want anybody to be in that position. And if you are in that position, I don't want you to be in that position for a long time because I was there in for a long time, and it was not looking good for you. So I just know for some people, or maybe a lot of people, it doesn't look good for y'all. So I need to reach it faster so y'all can get better and don't live a miserable life day by day and think like my life is worthless. Like I heard it from a few people. I see it even in their face sometimes where I'm like, damn, like I really need to like speed it up a little bit because that's not how it should be. Um, so I feel like I mean I have this responsibility. I feel like where I need to do that, and the byproduct will of course then be at least a little bit of money, where it's like, of course, I need to sustain myself with that. And then it's like everything, the rest, it can go out to my parents, to family members, to even viewers. It doesn't really matter. Like who needed it the most, I will give it to that person, probably. So, but it's whatever, like the main goal is really to help as many as possible.
well, a lot of my life.
And Pokimane, if you really still need help, I'm here. I'm here. I don't need to fly out, get flown, flew. I don't need to be get I don't need to get I don't need to be get flown out, fly, flew, flown, right? I don't need to have to be get flown out to the US. Just a Discord call, whatever, maybe, Discord. Yeah, Discord call sounds good.
has just been like trying to make my parents proud, and that's something that
Ah, yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
means a lot to me. And that also goes hand in hand with the like, doing the right thing sort of
Mhm.
thing. And that's why like things that I generally feel like my parents would disapprove of, like I just can't bring myself to do. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, like I just like generally try to stay away from stuff that could ever result.
That is also all right. My bad. That is also a pretty big thing. Not to disappoint your parents, like making them proud and stuff like that. It's like I get it, but you don't have to. Like it's like you just overthinking because of course everybody, a lot of people, let's say, want their parent to be proud of them because that's like a good feeling to get, oh my God, I'm so proud of you, the things that you achieved and stuff like that. But that is what the society is building y'all to do, I want them to I want them to see wait, I want them to say, so for example, I'm so proud of you and that they can be proud of me, so I don't do drugs, I don't do alcohol, I don't know, like any sexual crazy stuff. um like, but maybe you wanna do like a little bit fun, you maybe wanna do drink a little bit, uh you want to have like intercourse with somebody because it's eh, like physical touch should be normal, to be honest. Like the way it is right now, it's like, bro, we do everything on the phone, and the physical touch with like another human being is so bad. But anyways, you don't have to make your parents proud. That is like so unnecessary because you put in so much effort and energy only to that, only to make your parents proud, instead of doing what you actually want to do. You know what I mean? I had to say I had to ask, you know what I mean? Like I was like, I just have to ask because I really want to know if you know. It doesn't matter anymore. I said it too many times already. Um, do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. Of course, drugs and so on, it's already good that you don't do it, but it's like, okay, if it's I don't want to make it like tempting, it's already good that you don't do it. But yeah, I can see that you want maybe even you want maybe want to try it because let's say everybody, your roommates all drink, maybe, and you are like, oh, they have so much fun, maybe I drink a little bit. But yeah, do what you want to do what you got to do. And but first of all, find yourself, because I think drugs and stuff like that, there are some drugs that are not that bad, like they are completely natural, mushrooms, weed. um but smoking is like not still not good for your lungs. If you want to do something with weed, then cook it, but don't smoke it. um because it is medicine, it can be medicine, and I wouldn't even consider it a drug. I would consider alcohol a more dangerous drug than weed can ever be. But all right, what we take out from that, you don't need to make your parents proud. You don't have to make anybody proud. You are alone in this world, but you shouldn't be lonely. And um yeah, you don't have to make it right for anybody in this whole world, but you should know what is right or wrong. Like, this is really important that you should know it for yourself, because then you can guide through life pretty easy. You can see it clearly. You know what is right and what is wrong, and then you just go that direction, the right and not the wrong direction. Um, but it's not to make your parents proud and stuff like that. It shouldn't be about that.
in them being disappointed in me. But I think also that has probably prevented me from ever like going out and experiencing much in life. I also feel like now I'm very indebted to like my community
Oh
and to my
no.
viewers for giving me the life that I have.
Don't feel indebted to them now. Oh no. She feel indebted, indebted to her parents or family, then to chat. Damn, bro. Like, who else? Who else? Who
And
else?
so frequently it just feels like I have all these voices like telling me what they expect from me, telling me I have all these voices like telling me
Voices.
what they expect from me. And also the problem solver in me has created like a system around me that depends on me. Like as you continue your years in being a content creator, you start like delegating things. You get a PA, you have an agent, you have a manager, you have blah blah blah. And so I feel like there's a lot.
Damn. You know, and then you are like, damn, I can't even stop streaming and stuff like that. I have a whole team around me. Like, even if I'm tired, even if I'm mentally tired, I can't, like, I have a whole schedule plan. Like, I have to do all these things because I don't want to let down people. Oh, wait. Um, I understand all that. I understand all that, but oh, my bad, my bad. All right. It's like you come first, others come second or last, basically. You have to work on yourself. Well, not like work on yourself. Let's say you have to understand yourself. You have to set your priorities straight. And it should not be about, oh, I feel like I'm indebted to my parents, my chat and stuff like that. No, you should not think that way. You first understand yourself. Then you probably, hopefully, will be like, oh yeah, okay, I have a chat. They gave me like all of that basically. But I can give something back through maybe mental health. Wait, mental health awareness month. All right, all right. And this how you give something back, and you don't have to stream every day. You don't have your schedule full, because that's also a way for you to escape, and then you can never deal with the problems, issues, and emotions that you have, and then you will just like after work you just cry until you sleep or something like that. So it won't solve your problem. I'm telling you straight up. Like, this is a big major mental problem that you will have if you consider that path, like this, in your mental state that you were in 5 years ago. I don't know how it is right now.
All
Wait.
these people that rely on me to do what I need to do in order for them to do what they need to do. And I guess recently I've just been thinking a lot about all those things, and maybe it's starting to feel a bit overwhelming.
Overwhelming, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
So I feel like the should and should nots come from a lot of different angles. And even now doing this in front of you, although, like, I am trying not to look at chat and have this just be an experience between us two, it's very nerve wracking because it feels like anything I do, there will be like some way to twist it negatively. And that is another reason why crying is so frustrating because it's like, I mean, being vulnerable in and of itself isn't easy, but also everyone that's just gonna think that I am like fake crying this or
Iman,
doing this
are
my
you?
brain is just zooming.
How far are you from perfect?
Very.
Do you want to be perfect?
I don't think that's possible.
Why do you strive for it?
Because does life make sense any other way than to try to be, I guess, your best self? Does life make sense any other way than to try to be, I guess, your best self?
That's your problem, my friend. Yeah, because here's the crazy thing, okay?
Best
What?
self?
Makes sense in any other way than to try to be, I guess, your best self.
That's your problem, my friend. Yeah, because here's the crazy thing, okay? I'm going to say something you may not make any fucking sense. You are perfect. What do you think about that?
Now here we go, bro. He's saying you're perfect. How do you feel about that? Oh my God, here we go. Here we go again, but guys, here we go again. Bro, I'm not ready for that, to be honest. I'm not ready for that. Like, what is going on? Oh, wait, with more light, it's better, right? So yeah, I let it up a little bit, so it's a little bit red, bluish color, I guess.
I feel like that's the kind of thing like you say to someone when you're like, everyone's unique the way they are. Like you're perfect the way you are. I guess that's what I hear.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Because I don't think you understand that. But I want you to just think about this. And I do say shit like that, but it's not because I'm trying to be positive. It's not positive. I'm not trying to prop you up.
It's not positive. What is it then? Negative? You are perfect. How? What do you think about that? So, what is it then? Bro,
I'm trying to talk about what you are now, not what you could be. Like the only thing that exists in this world is what is. Right? So like take
oh
a look
yeah,
at your
okay, that is true. That is true. All right, let's
tissue.
go.
Look at your tissue. Is it a good tissue?
Cafe hands.
Is it a good tissue or a bad tissue or is it
It's a good tissue.
but why? It's like got some gunk on it, right? It's like wet. It can't absorb what it should be able to absorb, right?
It did its job.
No, but it's not perfect because if you cry more or if someone else cries more, like they can't use that tissue.
I guess.
So the
What?
question is, did you do your job? Like you're not perfect, right? I'll accept that. But did you do your job? Did you do what you
Bro, what is it now? You are saying you are perfect and now you are not perfect. You are the perfect the way you are. Like, what is it, bro? Like, I'm done, bro. It's so difficult, but he really got everybody like every streamer really collaborated with him. And I'm like, damn, I like that's a perfect opportunity to, show like a little bit of the spiritualism that I know um about. And also again into streamers. So this is like perfect.
can do? Did you do the best that you could?
I feel like I don't know what that is. Like
Yeah,
there's no way for me to say like what is enough.
absolutely. And this is the thing you've got to understand. What is enough is exactly what you are. right? So like when you look at the tissue, you say it's enough. It did what it was supposed to. I'm content with it. Is it completely dry? No. Can it hold its maximum amount of tears? No. But it's held what it's needed to for now. And I don't blame it for not being drier. This is going to sound fucking weird, okay? So if I lose you, let me know. And if you want to cry more, let me know. I'm trying to be a little bit philosophical and help you understand this intellectually, because I think your mathematical mind is something we have to leverage. That's one of your strengths. And the idea, like if you think about an equation, like an equation can only kind of be what it is, right? Actually, that's not true. That's a bad example.
Because you could derive the equation and you could turn it into another equation.
Yeah, or I mean, we can't say 1 + 1 is 3 because that's wrong. That actually reinforces the idea of should and objective truth. So what I actually want you to be able to do is look at your life and say 1 + 1 is 3. That what you are, even though it's not enough. What the fuck? My Spotify randomly decided to turn on. But sorry about that.
My
Someone's
God,
listening.
what?
So anyway, I'm gonna bring you there, hopefully. But I just want you to think about this.
Bro is saying 1 + 1 equals 3, and that's your life. The hell? Wait, twisting things as ammo, perfectionism, being perfect.
This
Okay.
idea that like the only thing that can exist is like what you are. Like you can't be anything else. Like I can't make you. So like some people like feel like they should be an inch taller, right? And they're like, oh, I'm short, and it's like, yeah, man, I get that. Like I get that you have good reasons for wanting to be taller, or even that you should be taller, or that being short sucks. But like you literally can't be any height but what you are.
Oh, you can. You can through operations. And I just learned about it and I'm like, people really, especially men, bro, like men are so insecure nowadays, getting no girls that they really operate themselves and make them higher, taller. Y'all are a bunch of, nah.
Right? And it's not just height that is determined by like our karma and our biology. It's like circumstance. And you kind of feel like you should do certain things. And like
I feel like it's such a waste of time, bro. But the things he say when he's saying something incorrectly, I feel like I have to at least correct him because, bro, there is no way.
just think that that's wrong. I don't think you should do anything. I think that you are, and I know it's shit that I say, but I mean, really, it's not that you're perfect. It's that you are. Like if I say, the pen is here, and we can say that this pen is perfect because it's exactly where it is. It can't be anywhere else. Like it literally cannot be anywhere else. That existence is.
Yeah.
It's not could be. Like the pen can't be anywhere else. Like it's here, and like now it's here. Like it can't be back over here. It is here, right? The possibility of the pen being here is not a real thing because I move it.
The possible that is not, on the other hand, is not a real thing. Like, bro, what are you saying, bro? Like, if you really want the pen to be on your other hand, then it is there. Like you explaining it like pretty badly, and I thought I was a bad explainer, but bro is like maybe on a a different planet, bro. Like I would like basically there are facts and then there are illusions. All right, the voices in your head, there are illusions. Like they are not facts. Um, and what is and what is not is like also like really important, of course. Like what is, for example, is, I don't know, my phone. My phone is what is. All right, but what is not is, for example, um thinking about something in the future. That is just a thought. it's not real. It's just something that you created on your own, basically inside of your head, which is not real, or that which is not. But what is not is, it's difficult. I'm yeah, it's difficult, but I don't want to go into like spiritual stuff way too much, but just know that like this is what is, and what is in your head, like the voice, not voices, yeah, like this is what is, what's not, like this is not real, like this is not reality for real. You know what I mean?
over here, but like, where's the pen? It should be here or shouldn't be. It's stupid. It's here. It's here. And in your mind, somewhere along the way, and I get that. I think it's brilliant that you've discovered that it's adaptive for you, that it helps you, it supports you. The strive for perfection is responsible for your success. And I'm just grabbing stuff. Okay, really, sorry. It's sorry. It's good talk. Anyway, so I think what we've got to get to is like the bottom of like where you get this idea that you should be something. And my hypothesis, and we'll look for this, okay? So like oftentimes my hypotheses are wrong. So I'll say my first hypothesis is that somewhere you should the bottom of like where you get this idea that you should be something. And my hypothesis, and we'll look for this, okay? So like oftentimes my hypotheses are wrong. So I'll say my first hypothesis is that somewhere along the way you felt like you were something. And you really knew what you were, and that someone important to you told you that you shouldn't be that. And then what happened is like you calibrated away from yourself and towards that thing. And then over time, you calibrated towards.
Bro is really doing a hypothesis, or however you call it. Uh, he's trying to predict basically what happens in her life. But like, why do you even try to guess? Like,
should, and that's what you kind of like set your zero towards. That became your true north. And then somewhere along the way, like you got left behind. As you became Pokey, Iman got left behind.
Um, I can see what you mean and where you're coming from. I think it's kind of hard for me to think of a moment where like I for sure like knew what I wanted to be. I've been thinking about it recently, and I do know that for quite some time I kind of tried to separate the two, but mainly in order to like protect myself kind of. Like when people would theorize or say like or try to twist a lot of stuff like publicly, I'd be like, oh, like all they see is like Pokey, like they don't know me personally, and like that's kind of how I separated the two to kind of like make myself feel better. But the kind of theory that I came to recently is more so that not that like I know or knew what I wanted to be, but that I just haven't given myself time to like identity develop because I've spent sorry so much time trying to please others.
to please others. Mm.
Yeah, man. That's that makes
Give her
perfect
some
sense to me.
time.
Like that's like literally what I'm saying is that like so a long time ago, and I think you've been doing this way longer than you realize.
I'm trying to please others.
Yeah, man. That's
You should never please others, for, and then especially if you sacrifice like your own mental health, identity development, like that is another kind of topic because you like if you really understand yourself, if you really observe, then there is no identity to like you don't really have an identity for real. Like that is the beauty of it. So you don't have to develop an identity. You don't have to develop a personality because that is something that you created yourself, but that's not real. That is not what is. That is what is not. So what is a tree. What is the sun and the moon and nature. What is are human beings. The things that human beings created, like the phone, walls, houses, and stuff like that, this is another kind of reality. You know, like this is, you could maybe say this is a concept reality of human beings, but this is not the real reality, like nature, like God really invented that, you know. Then human beings are like, all right, we do this and that, and then we create like a house, and then we create like walls, and then with that and this and that battery cables we create a phone with touch screen and stuff like that. That's a different kind of reality. So there are two realities, but let's not get into that. Just know that identity development, you don't have to do that. You don't have to please others, especially for so many years, probably pleasing her parents, pleasing chat, whatever it is, pleasing her team, you know, always trying to be the best version of yourself and being a perfectionist. And this gives a lot of pressure, a lot. And you need to somehow steam it off. The best way, of course, is breathing, understanding yourself, and don't, because if it's giving you too much pressure, you have to let go at least of some of it, you know, because basically of all of it, because you don't have to please them at all, you know. If you have fun, if you have fun and people really watch you for you, then it's better than, you know, like you do something that could entertain them so you can please them, you know. Do something what make gives where you have fun, maybe shopping, whatever it is, and you do that on stream, and then it's a little bit easier, I feel like. That's just an idea. With the parents it's a little bit difficult, but to be honest, no, no, don't be don't like give them maybe like some money or whatever, you know, but you don't have to please them all the time. Like somebody is watching you, and or a lot of people are watching you, and you feel like you have to be perfect. No. Um, because I'm telling you right now, if you are if you understand that you are basically nothing, what can hurt you? Like you don't want to cry, understand yourself that you basically what are you really and what are you not. And if you go deep enough, you will probably come to the conclusion that you are nothing, at least on the inside, mentally, on the mind. So but what does it mean if you are nothing? You are free, like completely free. You let go of everything. Like if you are nothing, then that means like nothing can't have problems because it's nothing. So you don't have problems because you are nothing inside. So there are no problems. There are no people you need to please. There are no person that you feel like you are indebted to, because if you are nothing, you are free to move, to do what it is, what you like feel like doing. And that is also the thing. Like I feel like she is stuck, and she can't really get out of this. And she basically created that on her own because she started streaming, you know? She started like problem solving, and then it got bigger and bigger. She has a team and everything. She wants to please everybody, chat, team, parents, family members. It's a lot. So if you don't get out of that and know your real self, which is nothing, which is not even a self because it's nothing but a. That's a little bit too spiritual. I'm sorry.
That makes that's that makes perfect sense to me. Like that's like literally what I'm saying
Like
is
she is holding these tears, and that's not good. Holding tears. I did that. All I can say is don't do that. Just let it all out if you can.
that like so a long time ago, and I think you've been doing this way longer than you realize. Or I mean, I think you do realize it, but like way longer than before. I mean, how long have you been streaming on Twitch?
Like 6 or 7 years.
And
6 or 7 years. Let's see, 7 years. 2013, bro. 2013. 2013, 14. Bro, I know these times still. Oh my God. Where did the time go? Like, damn, bro. I don't even know. Like, now it's already like 12, 11 years for Pokimane on Twitch. Damn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she is the real OG. Like, one of the ones. One of the ones, really.
is it okay to ask people how old they are on Twitch, or is that not
Wait a
okay?
minute.
Yeah,
Okay, and
Wait.
it
like 6 or 7 years.
6, 7. Damn.
and is it okay to ask people how old they are on Twitch, or is that
Yeah.
not okay?
Nah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Baran.
Yeah,
how old are
and
you?
I also think about that. I'm 23, and it's like some of the most formative years of my life I've spent like working to the point of giving myself health issues and just stressing about like point of some of the most formative years of my life I've spent like working to the point of giving myself health issues and just stressing about like pleasing others and what others think and not giving myself any time to just like live life and figure out who the fuck I want to be or am happy with.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, man, I think you got that shit figured out all on your own.
And sadly, he means that probably because, bro, what I saw Jason's therapy session with this guy, bro, and I was like, yeah, they are not, he is not a professional. Let's just see him as not a professional, even if he's saying he's a psychiatrist. He's not a professional to me. So if I look at him like that, let's devalue him a little bit because he likes to devalue people. If it's like if he gets rejected and stuff like that. Nah, I'm just kidding. I would never devalue a person, even if the person is giving like stupid questions and just like unnecessary questions, like not really observing, listening like this. It really gets me angry because this is his job basically, but he like is not a good listener, like for real, and then these kind of jokes, and I'm like, all right, Koi. And let's lift it
But
up a
I've
little
only
bit.
gotten that far, and I've only gotten that far from freaking crying for a week straight.
Good for you.
Uh,
So let's think about this, right? So what I'm hearing is also a subtle should. that I should have spent more time on identity
Yeah,
development.
that too. It's not like, oh, I can just like look at myself and be like, oh, this is just like how I've ended up, and
It's, I mean,
and I am this pen that is like,
so
I don't
I
know,
feel
now gonna do more,
I
but
feel like talking to Pokey and Iman, and I think the point here is that Pokey doesn't let Iman grow, and you're beating your
Oh, now we go with that, bro. She basically told you why she can't really develop or grow because she spent years trying to please others. Like, this is what I mean. Like, if you are a psychiatrist, you should listen like really, really good. You know, like the way he's listening, basically, he's not listening at all. Like, he is thinking in his mind while she is talking, but he's not really listening because he is thinking for the next step or for the next question, which is like, and how do you feel about that, bro?
yourself up for being Pokey too much. But that in and of itself,
And then also like he's saying Pokey is stopping Iman from growing, but again, she already said what it is. But what I have to say is Pokimane and Iman, I feel like are not that like different because it is like a crossover already because you I feel like you just can't be in character for like so many years for so many hours like all the time. Okay, you can actually because everybody is basically oh wait, everybody is basically doing it. You know, they pretending to be somebody which they created on their own, their personality. So they pretend to be that, even if they are not that. So I guess you can pretend to be somebody 24/7. But it's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how people really work and stuff like that. And if they are not out of that yet, they still identify themselves with their personality, character, and they keep on developing this personality that they created on their own, which is not even really real. Wow. I mean, I already knew that, but it's still like fascinating for me a little bit that it is like that. You know, like Dr. K, he is also just a character. And his character, bro, like this character is getting on my nerves, to be honest. Like this character is like in a movie, you know? Like there are some characters that are like funny and stuff like that, and there are some that are annoying. And he is one of the annoying ones. I'm sorry. It is what it is. That's how I feel.
is Pokey talking,
it's, I
right?
mean, the thing is, like, I don't see it as like, I don't know. I don't like see it as an alter ego or really. I don't know. It's really
It's
hard
not
for me to tell because I
it's
feel like the problem. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go for it.
I was just gonna say I feel like that problem solver part of me isn't necessarily like only part of like uh
Iman.
m- my work side or
It
I don't know.
no
It's
no
really hard for me to separate like
yeah
that.
no it's
Yes, yes, yes. Because it has to be a crossover. Um, Pokimane, Iman, you know, like you can become the character that you developed. So you become Iman becomes Pokimane. They are the same person, but different characters. Like they are the same human being, but two different characters a little bit maybe. But there are crossovers that are like in both worlds, you know? Shout out to Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus.
it's not part of your work only. Like, cause this is what I'm saying. Like, your tendency to gravitate towards should started way before you started streaming on Twitch. And I think you're spot
Yeah.
on that, I didn't realize how young you were. But I mean, if you started streaming on Twitch at the age of 16, you're damn right that like a lot of identity development is going to be kind of, like stunted, to be blunt. Right. So like 16 to 23 is when, people go to college, and like, I didn't know who the fuck I was until I was like 28.
I'm
And
glad I went to college for at least.
He didn't know who the hell he was until 28. I doubt that he's he like really knows. Like I still doubt that he really knows what he is, which is one, two, three, nothing. Yes, that's right. We are all nothing, but do we feel like it? Like who really wants to be nothing? Let's go. Let's see it. Like who wants to be really nothing, and who wants to be special and whatever it is, like special, different from everybody else. Because I see that. I see y'all. Everybody wants to be so different, with their hairstyles and stuff like that, and they all do like the crazy, and a buzz cut and so many haircuts, so many different styles. And it starts younger and younger and younger. Like little kids, I'm telling you straight up, like 5 years old. I'm looking at them and I'm like, damn, you are styled better than me, which is not a problem, but you are still a child. Like, who is styling you? Are you styling yourself? Is it important for you, or is it important for your parents, or for both? Because if it's important for the parents, probably, then it will get to the kid. It will become important to the kid also. But yeah, that's also one thing. Yeah, okay.
2 years.
yeah, good.
So I felt like that was good. Yeah.
And so like, so I think it's okay to not know who you are at the age of 23. Like, people think that 23 is adults, but like, not really. I mean, people are like developmentally younger, because I think the challenges that we face are like far more complex. What our psychology and brains are assaulted by on a daily basis growing up has changed. Like, it's not like we're living in the woods and like it's the same fucking shit every day. It's like it's issues of identity and confusion and what the world is like.
Is she giggling when he cusses?
My grandmother did not know that other places existed. Like, it's a bizarre thing to think about, but like, she like literally did not know that other locations were real things. Like, she grew up in her village and she had heard of places, but they were like Neverland or stories. Like, Bombay was like a place that people went, like it was a story. Like, she hadn't conceptualized that it was actually a geographical location where there are stairs and doorways and cars and people, and that the world was like a place. It was like a myth. But now the world has become a real place, and like, even compared to 20 years.
Now the world has become a real place. Before that, it wasn't a real place. Oh, yeah, okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense because your grandma thought it was like not really existing. Okay, now it is, a real place. But just recently, it was always a real place. It was always a real place. Like, I don't care about what your grandma said. I don't care what you saying, bro. Like, the world was always a real place. Like, oh my God. Like, what are we talking about
Ago,
right now?
the opinions that you had to deal with were like
Wait, 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 wait,
localized.
wait. It's 58 minutes. Part two is ending. Part three is beginning in one, two, three.